Can't do both, can I? What's up, guys? I'm just going live here on Instagram too, and it's going to be probably a quick one today. Probably a quick one. I gotta get ready. I'm getting ready late today. Because I've been working on some stuff, sending out some emails, getting everything ready for the step challenge tomorrow. So the free step challenge. Hey, Roxy, what's up? If you guys want to join our step challenge tomorrow, you can win a Fitbit Visa. Is that what it's called? The new one? Anyway, you can win the new Fitbit Visa 4, I think it's called, something like that. Or Beats by Dre Fit earbuds, something like that. So if you guys want to join, it is a free step challenge. And if you want to join, just message me saying steps and you get in. But it starts tomorrow, so you need to sign up today. And then we can get you the registration pack across and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I've been working on this morning. The registration pack is ready to go. The email is ready to go. I'm just going to give it a couple more hours for any stragglers that want to join our step challenge to join, and then I'll send that email out. And what else have I been doing this morning? Mostly, and I sent the other email out today as well. So if you guys get our emails, I've shared a story with you guys on that. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about pole dancing. Yes, girl. We are. And how pole dancing changed my life. I know. So probably not what you expected to hear. Was it me? Was there a strip club I went to? What is going on? Why are we talking about pole dancing on Sunday? Better than Friday, isn't it? So, for those of you who, like a lot of you don't know my history. Actually, before I start, if you're watching on Facebook, put hello in the chat, because I'm going to start doing less of these, because I know I get some messages saying, hey, I watched this, and then I don't get a message from a lot of people, and the people who I'm getting messages from, a lot of them are clients, so I may as well do these purely in the client group. But if you're getting benefit, if you are learning something, if you're watching, then definitely put hello or hi or replay, #replay, in the comments, so I know whether it's worth me doing these anymore, if you guys are getting value. If not, I'll spend my time doing something else. Pole dancing. Whatever I need to be doing other than talking to you guys here. So, I started pole dancing a while ago, a couple of years ago. So it's actually a hen party I went to. It's my hen party. I went to my hen party. And I was drinking at the time. I was a drinker, not an alcoholic, just liked a night out, you know. I was at that spot where it was like, either I was going out and getting drunk, or I wasn't drinking at all. It was like that kind of. I was at that phase. So for my hen, I wanted something active, something fun. So that's what we did. We went pole dancing, and it was a little bit uncomfortable, right? Because I'm an introvert. I don't really like, being out there. But I went. I had a good time, and I actually, after that, started to do pole dancing, as a hobby, for fun. So I used to go to classes twice a week, and it was really hard. When I first started, I used to have to ask people to come with me. So definitely the first couple of times, I remember I asked my friends that come with me on the hen party, see if any of those wanted to come. And a couple come once, and then one come, and then, another one come, and, oh yeah, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And every time I had to hold my breath and be like, please someone come, because I'm so introverted. I'm so I don't like doing things by myself. I feel like people are judging me. I don't like being around strangers. And so it was a really tough thing for me to do. I remember the first time I went by myself, I waited outside because the other class was finished, and I waited outside. And there were a couple of other girls that I'd seen in the classes that I'd attended previously, but hadn't spoken to them because I'd been with my friends, right? So I kind of shut myself away for safety. I'm not insociable. I'm just socially awkward. So I went in and we had to like pair up because there's only like, I know, like 6 or 8 polls and there was like 20 people or whatever, or 16 people. So we had to pair up. So I asked this girl, I was like, should we pair up? Very scared. She was like, yeah, okay. And sometimes there was like 3 of us. And so me and this girl would always buddy up and this other girl would jump in as well. And then sometimes that girl wasn't there and we swapped around and stuff. So there was a few of us that were now in this friendship group. I think there was about 6, I think. And then there was the odd girl, not odd girl, there was the odd time that there was like a different girl or a new girl or someone that we kind of spoke to in passing, but not, we were like friends, if you know what I mean. But I really started to develop these different relationships with different people. And like, again, it's way out of my comfort zone, but there I was in these classes. And don't forget, guys, at this point, I was like 40 pounds overweight, right? I wasn't lean, I wasn't strong, I certainly was not graceful. And so it was uncomfortable. And do you know what made it even more uncomfortable? The fact that you wear like no clothes, just wear your underwear or like short shorts and a crop top to be able to hold on to the pole and to be able to like use your body for grip, essentially. So not only was I uncomfortable because I didn't know these people very well, but I now was also basically half naked in front of a group of strangers. And to make things even more awkward, when you go in, obviously the other girl or the other 2 girls are watching you. So you might be crap. Hey there. And I was crap. I was no good at pole dancing. I could not do the dance part. I looked like a fucking fish that had just been dragged out of water and laid on the side of the river, flopping around, flapping around. You know, like I say, 40 pounds overweight. Crap. So then I was scared, you know, people are judging me, I'm fat, I'm crap, I can't do this. But something inside me was like, do you know what? I find this really liberating. I want to carry on doing it. I want to get better at it. This is something I want to get better at. So I kept going. I went for months. I remember, like, I think it was like a Tuesday and Thursday. On a Tuesday, I'd go there. And on a Thursday, I'd go to Pilates. And then I'd go to pole. And then I'd go to like a stretch class straight after that. So I was very, very active alongside the gym and CrossFit that I was doing at the time also. What is this? My face. But like I say, I was crap, right? And even though I wanted to get better, I was not getting any better. And when I remember one of the girls that weren't like friends, but she was one of the ones that sometimes we'd kind of pair up with and we'd say hi and that kind of thing. And she asked me once, there was a hoop. So normally there's a poles, but this one time there was a hoop. I don't know if any of you guys have seen like hoop fitness or like in the circus, you know those hoops? So one of the girls said to me, can you do a pull-up? And I tried my very hardest on this hoop. I sat there. There's a video. I'll see if I can find it. I sat there on this hoop, tried to pull myself up to do like a chin up, and I managed to get my chin up, right? I lifted myself about 3 inches, but I was super proud of myself. I was like, yeah, kind of. And then I tried to the other way. So this is a chin up, and that's a pull up. So I tried the pull up, and I was like, everything in me, no, absolutely freaking not. I could not do one. But guess what I wanted to do after that? We're going to do pull up. That was the goal. So I'd go to the gym and I'd really focus on my pull ups. And to do a pull up, you need to be able to do this, right? You need to pull your body up. So you need to be able to hold your body weight. So I also needed to be able to do like a lat pull down, do a row, do a deadlift. And in order to do these things, I needed to balance on my body. So now I was doing more bench press, more shoulder press. I was doing the things to make myself well-rounded overall. And then I remember there's a class after the Tuesday class, I think it was called SAS class. And as much as I thought, that sounds cool, that'd be fun, I really thought about it and was like, but it's not me. Like, I would love to be that girl who flaunts around in heels, like stripper heels, like we call them, like, you know, they're really big platforms. And side note, the platforms are so you can reach higher on the pole, so you've got more like on a spin. But I would love to be that girl strutting around in underwear with big stripper heels and, you know, like dancing, like grinding the floor. Thanks, Cam. Grinding the floor and like doing the sexy whim and all that kind of stuff, wherever you call it. Run my feet around. But it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But what I did really love about pole was the strength. I loved feeling strong. I loved being able to like hold my body with one hand. I loved to be able to throw myself upside down and hold my core in, you know, in really cool positions. And so I thought, well, if I don't actually like pole dancing, why am I here? Is there a way that I could do the things that I like and not do the things I'm shit at and that I don't really feel like I want to do either, right? If I was shit and I wanted to get better, I would carry on. But I didn't want to get better. Do you know, it was just not for me. I'm not one of those girls, unfortunately. They're sexy, I'd love to do it, but I can't. So that wasn't me. So I quit. Partly because obviously I had an injury, of course. So I started going to the gym more often. And I started concentrating on being able to do specific things like, can I do a handstand? Can I do a pull-up? Can I do a weighted pull-up? Can I, go upside down on the bar? Can I do all these things? Can I do a pull-up with one hand? And this got me really, really into, I don't say bodybuilding because it's not really what it was, but lifting weights, weightlifting. And when I started going, even though it was scary, I've been going enough times now to kind of like find my time where I could go and I kind of saw the same people. Hey, how's it going? It was 5 o'clock in the morning, but there wasn't so many people around that I was being judged and where I felt my tribe essentially. But I become obsessed with getting better. Once I got obsessed with getting stronger, about how to recover from my exercises and my workouts, how to be able to do new things, setting myself new target, and committing to myself and the goal long enough to actually achieve them. When I achieved them, I felt more motivated. I set a new goal. Well, if I can do this, maybe I could do this. Well, if I can do that, I can probably do that. And so being able to set these goals at the gym and achieve them then translated into my confidence in myself. Confidence in myself translated across into work. Now I was, like set myself up for volunteering for projects that I probably would never have volunteered for before because I was scared of judgment. I was scared of people thinking I wasn't good enough or me failing a project. I didn't have the belief in myself. But because I went to pole dancing and I went by myself, because I quit and then decided I wanted to go all in on weightlifting, because I knew I was setting myself targets all the time and achieving them, I felt like I was more and more confident. I could take more and more risks, which led me to writing global strategy for the university. And eventually, and in front of like really high people as well, right? Guys, see like senior management, people who in these kinds of settings are basically royalty, is what I would say. I don't like to use that kind of language, but apparently that is the way they are seen in these establishments. So I'm going to leave that conversation. So yeah, that was my journey to that point, and it all started when I went to this class by myself because of the confidence that I'd built. And then what happened? I decided I didn't want to do this politics stuff. I didn't want to be doing things for other people that maybe I didn't agree with, or doing the things that the way that they'd always been done, because that's the way that they'd always been done, versus actually this is innovative and this is what would work. I didn't like the yellow tape or the red tape, whatever you. And I didn't like to be stumbled, what's the word? I didn't want to be crushed, basically, by other people's lack of risk and creativity. So what did I do? I quit. I was in a really good paid job, great benefits. Staff in my immediate team were all right, I suppose. I made friends there, but I needed to get out for my own goals. And again, this is another lesson in goal setting. I set myself a goal to get out. And my goal to get out was to build this business and build this brand. And when I look back, without going to those pole dancing classes in the first place, I never would have gone to the gym consistently, set myself goals. I never would have achieved them. I never would have built the confidence to take more risks and set more goals. I never would have got that job, the writing strategy. I would never have got those projects. And I would never have quit my job and started this business and grown this business if I'd never taken that one risk in the first place. So that's it, guys. That is how pole dancing changed my life. I hope you found this valuable. My key takeaway for you is to do something that's out of your comfort zone, because you never know where it's going to take you and what skills you'll develop, what tools you'll learn that will change the whole trajectory of the rest of your life. So instead of staying safe, instead of staying in one comfortable position, be a little bit uncomfortable, go into that discomfort zone and start to change your life. That's it for me. Have a good one. Tomorrow's my update, and I will speak to you guys soon.